Welcome to Joy of Painting. I'm Bob Ross. Today, a DP scape. Got the brush loaded up with some burnt umber and some sage silver, and we're just gonna take it for a little ride there, a little whimsical ride, and how about right there, and just whatever's going right there. And then we're gonna paint the Fritzy fault line that goes all the way down here, but sometimes it gets a little tense because the mock headlines go on a little bit too long, a little tense along there. And then we got some little birds that live here. It's the red-bearded Seton and the jerk-faced Polly, and they're chirping, you're back. And, you know, I don't know, maybe we have a little bird here, and he smells the wings and beer. And this one, he says, hey, I love my ram, my Dodge Ram. And, okay, how about this? You know what? Let's have two little bodies of water out here. Get a little Prussian blue and put them right there. And, I tell you what, hey, be careful because, there's no lifeguard on duty, and you might get swept away all the way down the river, all the way down to the box score. It starts right now. God bless.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Power College for box score.
Hello, welcome to Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danettes in Milford, Connecticut. First topic of the day. How about it? Deflategate. There was a hearing, and it is wrapped up. But the big story out of that has been the courtroom sketch artist, Jane Rosenberg. She dared put chalk to paper and tried to draw Tommy Brady. Paulie, what do you make of this public outrage?
Well, it's more like a public mocking. As soon as you see the picture, well, that just doesn't look like Tom Brady at all, and doesn't really look like a human. So a lot of people had fun with it. I don't think they were making fun of her, but if you ever look at sketch artists, they never look great. I don't think they're supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be like an artistic impression of the tone of the courtroom, which is really weird. It's not a very niche industry. But the stuff on Twitter and social media and internet yesterday was very fun, having fun with that picture.
Well, Fritzy, you went super booker and you went out and found Rosenberg, brought her on the show today, and she was a little miffed by all the coverage and especially put off by all the Patriots reaction.
In my courtroom sketching, my tendency is to just grab onto something to make a likeness quick. I'm not really flattering people in general. I mean, he's a very handsome guy. I didn't mean to offend him or his fans. So I'm getting a gazillion nasty emails from his fans. Apparently everybody loves him, and I didn't make him look pretty enough. And he is a good-looking guy. So if I didn't make him look good enough, I apologize. I did the best I could under the short time I had to meet deadlines, and I ran right out with my sketch. I don't fix them up after I do them. They're done. I run outside the court, and they're sent in immediately.
This whole thing's so ridiculous. I mean, listen to what she was just saying. Because she didn't draw good enough, she's getting a gazillion death threats and nasty emails.
If what she's covering wasn't ridiculous
what
enough.
What the hell is wrong with people? I just don't understand, that she's kind of right. What's wrong with you? How do you have this much time not only to find me on the internet, but then to type some manifesto about how much they can't stand me? That being said, she's like a perfect Saturday Night Live character.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you feel like Gilda Radner?
She was a character. She was
Gilda
absolutely.
Radner, yeah. I mean,
Right?
that's a good idea. I could see SNL doing like a courtroom sketch, having one of their guys play Brady and Brady get upset.
Well, I did the best I could. She was such a New Yorker.
I'm a pretty hardcore sports fan, but I love all sports. I don't have a team where I'm like, oh, but I can't. I've never been that upset. Where I can't imagine actually going, I'm gonna get on my computer and find this lady and send her a nasty email and mean it.
Yeah.
Not as a joke. If there's a joke, I don't see a joke there when you're saying you suck and you're awful.
I've been trying, as somebody who makes fun of people all the time, I have actually been, you'd never know this, judging by the way I act and behave, but I've been trying to be nicer and less critical about people. True story.
Keep working on it.
Progress.
So, I always feel bad where I'll see something or somebody will release an album or something and I'll be like, oh my God, this album sucks. Those people put a lot of work into that album and they didn't try to make
making an effort to
a
try to
bad
catch
record.
yourself.
They tried to do something really good, and I'm trying so hard to not immediately, even though in my head I'm like, oh, this is brutal. I'm trying not to verbalize it as much and give people a certain amount of respect.
Don't censor yourself. Be yourself. Live your life.
It's just not interesting if you don't be so judgmental, right? I mean,
yeah.
Hey, McLovin, the boss says he expects this thing to wrap up before the season begins. Do you agree with him?
You know what?
Wrap up.
I felt like yesterday, and you guys can tell me if I'm crazy, I felt like the judge is like, all right, let's start over. What do you got on Tom Brady? I felt like this is not the beginning of the end. This sounds more like the beginning of the beginning again. I feel like that I think he'll vacate the ruling and they'll appeal and we'll be in court for a long time. And then they suspend the suspension until later.
I read, I think Dan Wetzel or someone yesterday, they said something like that, whereas like, now it's on. Now it's in the legal process. It's not a bunch of dudes who work for the NFL doing whatever they want because there's no rules, because it's their league and their investigation. Now it's like they have to answer to a court of law, so it could start over. But that's the thing. What I don't understand is, do judges think of, do they think about the sports that are going on and weigh in all of their mind that I have to get this done in a timely fashion to let this player either play or not play, because those games are not returnable.
Right.
I wonder if that goes through a judge's head, because she's not dealing with a normal person who, if they miss a couple days of work, they can go back to work the next week.
This judge
There's a finite amount of days of work.
This judge knows sports. Everything indicated. He said, I want to get it done before season. He said he knew that Tom had a great game against the Colts after the inflation thing. He brought that up in court. The guy knows his sports. So I think he does. I think you're exactly right. I think he does know.
Does he fully appreciate the egos involved and like the how far they've come? He's hoping that they can still. He keeps hoping that they're going to work it out, or someone's going to blink and cave in or give in a little bit. But they've spent this much time and effort and money and like with reputations on the line. If they've taken it this far,
it doesn't make sense, because by the nature, lawyers don't admit they're wrong. They're paid to never admit they're wrong.
Yeah.
That's the entire concept of being a lawyer.
And why would you go all the way
take a
this
side
far
and battle, just regardless of the facts? So it's funny that now get together and one of you guys admit you're wrong.
Yeah, and they'll be able to just do it quickly. They couldn't do it all this time, but all of a sudden, because the judge is really adamant that they work it out.
This time, I strenuously.
I strenuously object. Fritzy, how about this? You wanted to be a lawyer when you were a kid, so how about we do a little role play? You will be Tom Brady's attorney, and you have 1 minute to make your case. Can you do it? Please, go.
I'm very concerned about Ted Wells, first of all, and the Ted Wells report and how independent he was. I find that the National Football League is trying to spread their wings and flex their muscles, trying to show off and act like they're tough guys. I think Roger Goodell needs to take it easy a little bit and realize that there are no facts against Tom Brady. This is all a big witch hunt, which I will prove with various pieces of evidence that I will be bringing in over the next several days and weeks. And they have nothing on my client.
Okay.
We're back on. We're back.
So like,
Who won?
There was one.
Okay, I'm good.
Wish you could have been there.
All right, McLovin. What's your ruling on this case? Now you've heard the Mr. Fritzy.
Well, if I could, have you ever seen Airplane when Stryker tells his story to the person sitting next to him?
Yeah.
My ruling would be drop the match on after lighter fluid myself. That's my ruling. My ruling is I don't want to listen to this anymore. Get me out.
I'd rather be lit on fire than listen to that
All
again.
right, sustained. Coming up, Paulie gets a visit from Bay in the man cave. How'd she get there? Hell, it's got to be the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel, right? Bringing a Brit to the man cave, she will be impressed. That's right. With towing a boat and hauling a trailer, maybe I don't know, what do the British eat? Crumpets? Who knows? I've never been over there. But if I was over in England, I'd bring my Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram.
Why don't you tease the Premier League coverage on NBCSN with an American accent?
So, I have to go to get into the voice. So, the Premier League is tomorrow, and we start at 7 a.m.
We are back here on the box score. It was almost a year ago today that Rebecca Lowe from the Premiership was in the New York City Man Cave and dropped that beautiful Valley Girl accent on you guys. Now, I know, Paulie, you love Rebecca Lowe, but it seemed like, Todd, why were you trying to steal his thunder today?
I wasn't trying to steal stuff. I just love when she does the Valley Girl thing, and I know we got to talk some soccer and stuff, but with her personality, there's so many other things to get to, and then we ended up talking about the whole extraordinary alien thing and dual citizenship, and we went in a bunch of directions. But I know that's Paulie's girl, and I definitely
you kind of soccer blocked me today.
Did I
a
really
little bit,
soccer
by putting the jersey on.
I thought for sure you were going to wear something soccer.
Nah. I was going to go full uniform, but I wanted to see
You definitely consciously chose not to wear anything soccer related today.
That could be fair.
That's.
You think about it.
That's like if you.
It would have been because frankly, it would have been so lame if you came in today in a soccer jersey. No offense.
To be fair, Steve and I talked about this yesterday, and I was going to wear an entire soccer outfit with shin guards, everything, head to toe, but I didn't have all that stuff, shockingly. But it was pretty fun. The best thing I can say about Rebecca Lowe in studio, people who don't like soccer like her, which means you got to be really good at your job for people to not like the stuff you're talking about, the content, but still like you. I go back to certain people. They're like, we had Gino Auriemma on before. Like, man, that guy's awesome. He's entertaining. He's funny. And I don't watch 1 second of college basketball, women's basketball. So that's her strength.
Well, she was strong with her impression last year, and Fritzy loved it so much that he asked her, can you please do it again? And here it is, another rendition of Valley Girl.
Okay, so Fritzy, I do believe that Arsenal will win the Premier League.
Fritzy, give the English accent back to Rebecca to be fair.
I need to find a new team for rooting for the Premier League.
Okay.
Oh my God! When I close my eyes, I think that's Prince Harry.
I say, old chap.
I say, old chap.
It'll be a bloody good time this weekend watching.
Did he just insult you?
Okay. Number one, no one says I say. Okay. Number one. Number two.
I say, old chap.
Yeah. Number two. When people do English accents, it's like they don't move their mouth. You're like, hello. It's like you can move your mouth.
First of all, nice job by Rebecca throwing a little vocal fry in there. That's classic. Fritzy, her reaction when Fritzy did that was like she was upset, like she was mad at you.
Offended.
Yeah, like as a Brit. She's like, oh, that's not even close, So I don't know if any of us could have topped it, though. We're not great accent dudes.
Not even close.
But she does, a good thing she does with her imitation, tight. 4 or 5 words and then get out.
Seton, if Paulie and Fritzy walk into a bar and they're both single, who's coming out with more chicks?
Coming out with more chicks?
Man, well...
Who's talking to more chicks and who's coming out with more chicks?
Coming out with more chicks.
2 different topics.
What's Fritzy wearing? Is he showing the guns? Is it summertime? Is it gun show time? Do you need a permit to walk into this bar?
Fritzy, now, it's going to be interesting because Fritzy would totally bully, like he would soccer block, as they say, because he likes to dominate and sort of get in, and no one else is around to have a conversation with the person he's talking to.
But he can only get one number because if any girl will talk to him, he will talk to her for the next 3 hours.
Right.
So Paulie has a huge.
I think that Fritzy might have a little. I think Paulie, you wouldn't see Paulie coming as much, which would help him out a lot. I think Fritzy, it's like, whoa, this dude's really trying to get me. Why don't you pump the brakes a little bit? Paulie, I think, would be a little more sly. I'm going to go with Paul.
But if it was in the Sheepshead Bay area and there were any elder ladies.
There was some quinoa. There was like a diner.
But Fritzy, you didn't have a big bar life. Like, from what I heard, you didn't. In college, you never went out. And then we were in LA the other day, and you said you didn't go out a lot. Like, I asked you what you did on Saturday nights because you were showing us where you lived in Playa del Rey.
Yeah.
You said mostly I walked down this hill to a Chinese place and walked.
I didn't even walk down to it.
You told us this.
No, I didn't even walk down to it. I called and they had it delivered.
Here's the real poll.
So I didn't even go that far.
Real poll. 18-year-old David Hasselhoff, super hunk Fritzy. 18-year-old feathered hair Camaro Paulie.
Fritzy beat me.
Fritzy's gonna.
Yeah.
The Camaro? You even get the Camaro in the picture?
No, I had the Corvette.
Corvette, sorry.
I was so wispy and light and weak looking at age 17, 18 that I needed the Corvette just to get it back up to a normal dude level.
Got it.
And even that didn't help. I mean,
Fritzy's got puka shells on, though. He's probably shirtless. It doesn't matter. You don't need it.
Train pass is tough. You can't. It's hard to bring a girl home with a train pass.
Well, it was fun watching you both sort of go after Rebecca Lowe's affection, but it turns out there was some maneuvering in the back row as we bring you this. Box score exclusive.
Dan, I don't know. You're going to have to probably break it to Rebecca. Easy, I'm married, 2 kids. That was a little awkward. The energy.
But you don't have a wedding ring on.
Oh. Dude.
Oh,
Wow.
He's hiding. Can't
Cut the
work.
black. Cut the black.
Wow.
Cut
Family's
the
out of
black.
town.
Cut the black.
You can't drop that and
Cut
go
the black.
hiding at the golf simulator. You can't do that. That's,
Wow. Are we done?
Wow, that's below the belt.
Wow. You're a wanker.
Dude, I'm club wanker.
I'm a wanker.
You're gonna be wanking.
Wow.
First of all, we got to give a shout out to our cameraman, Wild Bill, for getting the close-up shot on the ringless finger right there at the end before Andy
That's a
put it
newsman.
away. Andrew,
Oh, bombshell.
what's going on there?
Well, Rebecca Lowe is in studio today.
Maybe you're the Drakkar wearer.
Yeah. You guys know the story, right? I lost my ring playing basketball.
We know the story.
Yeah, we know the story.
Yeah, we know the
Have I been a
story.
little too slow to replace it? Well, my wife thinks so, and hopefully she's not watching. Whenever she gets mad, like, and that's how you do. Like, if I don't take out the garbage or something, she's like, "Where's the ring?"
Now, where were you playing basketball? In a pool? Because on most basketball courts, if you drop something, all you'd have to do is probably walk in a circle for a
I
minute.
take my ring off so I don't scratch anyone in the eye because I'm completely uncoordinated and could injure anyone at any time. That's actually a fact.
How much scratching does a perfectly round?
You knew.
I guess you can
You've seen my ring. It used to be rectangular.
So where'd you
don't
put it down on the side somewhere, like by your towel? No, I'm being serious. You said you took it off. I was just saying, where
We
did
just
you
want to get you on record.
I put it in the pocket of my shorts, and let's move on. Let's move on. This is
It
sensitive.
was a one of a kind, huh? Yeah.
Moving on and saving marriages. All right, stick around. How well do the guys know themselves? We'll find out. The Ringless McLovin. We're back here on the box score. We just got done recapping Paulie's time with his love, Rebecca Lowe. Now, I know Paulie would probably like to spend the day with her, maybe have a light lunch, walk to the park. But a while back, we asked the guys which DP show regular they would like to spend the day with. Let's see how well the Danettes.
Yo! Yo!
Self. What? All right, which regular guest you'd like to hang out with for a day? We start in the front row. Paulie, which DP show regular would you like to hang out with?
This is so weird that we don't know the answer.
Do we have concussion syndrome? I have no recollection of being asked this. Donovan. It's kind of boring. Reg. You know, I would like to hang out with Reg off work more. Reggie Miller. I don't know if that's my answer, but I would like to hang out with Reggie more because he's just a great dude, man.
Was it hanging with Reggie up in the booth?
I would like to hang out with David Faraday. One of the most fascinating guys, funny guys, a good time. Yeah, I know you're going to say Landon Donovan, or guys like that. Well, I've hung out with Landon many times, old friends. David Faraday.
Oh, it was David Faraday. Sorry about that. To the back row, Fritzy, what one regular DP show guest would you want to hang out with?
I don't know how regular, but she's been on enough. I would hope I would have said like Chrissy Teigen or Brooklyn Decker, but Reggie Miller or Charles Barkley popped into mind. I'm going to go Chrissy Teigen, but I honestly have no recollection of what my answer was to that.
Was it Chrissy Teigen?
Any DP regular guest? Immediately I start thinking females, like a Chrissy Teigen with her personality and looks. Chrissy Teigen would come to mind. Outside of that, that'll be my answer, but outside of that, Charles Barkley would be a lot of fun to hang out with.
Congratulations, Fritzy, you are correct. You know yourself. On to Seton. Which regular DP guest would you want to chill with?
It's got to be Chrissy Teigen. I pretty much answer Chrissy Teigen for anything. Like, what regular guest would you want to do fill in any blank? Probably Chrissy Teigen. So I'd be shocked if that's not the answer.
Is it Seton's stock answer, Chrissy Teigen?
Well, I like Chrissy Teigen a lot. She's kind of the first person that popped into my
So sad.
head. Yeah, Chrissy Teigen. Why not?
Chrissy.
Congratulations, Seton. You also do not have concussion syndrome.
It's pretty pathetic. We're a sad group now.
Who's more pathetic than me picking a dude over Chrissy Teigen? What's wrong with me?
Well, let's see which side of the gender.
He ain't that funny.
Which side of the gender slot McLovin's going to go with. Which DP show guest would you want to hang out with?
This isn't even a contest. I'm gonna go to the Embarcadero. I'm gonna get a lobster roll with my man Tim Kawakami, and I'm gonna talk some Raiders.
Alcatraz?
I thought you were going Florida.
We'll see Alcatraz in the distance because we're too busy talking Niners, Sharks. There's like 9 teams here to break
so
down.
versatile.
A's pitching
It
staff.
may go lunch to dinner. You may have to do 2 meals.
Cal's got a good
San Jose
quarterback,
Sharks
and
pop.
Tim is all over. It's got to be
Forget the
Kawakami.
Sharks and Warriors.
Is
Let's
it
Mike
Tim
Bianchi. Let's Orlando.
Kawakami?
If I could hang out with any DP show guest, it would definitely be Shay and Irving. Because I really want Shay to like me, and I think if he hung out with me, he would start to like me.
It's not a guest.
I'm sorry, it was Shay and Irving's what you responded.
Is that
but,
bad?
you know.
He's not really, I wouldn't consider him a guest.
Why on earth would I want to hang out with Shay and Irving? He hates my guts.
You could change it.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, no, but it's so like you always kind of want to convince a person who hates you to like you, so it doesn't make sense. If I had known it was that kind of guest, obviously it'd be Kawakami. I mean, possibly Rob Demofsky of the Green Bay Press Gazette.
There you go.
The Packers are playing good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Art Teal, Seattle Post Intelligencer could party.
Maybe Mac Engel, the Fort Worth Star Telegram.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beat writers.
There's a lot.
Very good. All right, congratulations to our bookends, Seton and Fritzy. You know yourselves. I know. I'm going to do a Ram live read right now. That's for sure. For the Ram Heavy Duty. With its best-in-class towing, torque, and horsepower, it knows it's #1. And everything, and all things trucks, beats Ford and Chevy every time. Don't even step up to the plate, boys. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram. We are closing up shop here at the Box Score Bar. Big weekend for your guys. 2-a-days. He's got an edition with, was it American Idol? America's Got Talent, something like that. Paula, you put out a request on the Twitter sphere to ask people to suggest songs for 2-a-days to sing. What were the final results?
We got a lot, and none of them really fit. They were either extreme hard rock, hard rap songs, or extreme light rock Christopher Cross type songs. So 2-a-days going through it now. We may have him try one out tomorrow, just kind of workshop it a little here on the Dan Patrick Show, and then this weekend, and he's gonna have his tryout. So can't give any details out. He's on lockdown, but yeah, I'm really hoping he does it because, you know, can you imagine? I just walked past his car outside. He's had a broken window for 2 years on his car.
Yes.
It still isn't fixed. So I mean, if I'm the producers of American Idol and he makes it, they have to have him shot of him pulling up in his broken down car with the window taped up with duct tape and plastic. That'd be a great shot.
$500 shoes.
Yeah,
no
sure.
window.
$200 jeans and no window in the car. That's okay.
No window in the
Girls
car
don't
for
like
sure.
windows. They like
Jesus.
nice jeans.
How about it, Fritzy? Does he go Carrot Top and bring a prop up? Can he bring the Mattingly mannequin with him and rub his head against the crotch? Maybe that sort of impresses the judges. I don't know.
You want to stand out and be unique. I think he wants. I think he probably wants to distance himself from the whole experience with the mannequin. Hopefully, his good looks and his singing will be to impress the judges and
that is
to the
the worst shot you can ever have.
Dude.
Wearing a sailor shirt with your floppy hair coming across your head. Poor kid.
It's just what the judges
Who would make him do that? Now, let's get into this because McLovin, you're off tomorrow. Last time we were here on the Box Score together. A financial bet. Who thinks he's going to advance on to Hollywood? But there's money on this, so it can't just be, I wish him well. Who think he will not go on to Hollywood?
I'm taking Hollywood.
I'm taking Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Anyone want to go Oppo?
I think it's going to make it at least. How many more rounds are involved before you?
It's just a yes/no. Does he
I'm
make
gonna
it
say
to
yes, he
Hollywood or
will
not?
move
Does he
on.
get the yellow ticket or whatever it is? Seton, you're a
Well,
music guy.
You get to take everybody's money if you go.
No, should I just try to take everybody's money? But then you're also just being a real dick.
No, it's what you honestly believe. Does anyone honestly believe that he is going or not going? You know, I really think he's going to make it.
So do I.
I think he's got a great angle from a producer. First of all, he could sing. Good-looking kid.
Right.
Can play the guitar.
Right.
He's got a great storyline. Is that he lived with the last year's winner? Are you kidding me?
Okay, so does that help him? Is that a fun storyline for this one episode, or is it a fun storyline for more than one episode?
I'll bet you they do not reveal ever that he lived with last year's winner. They do not.
They have to. You have to.
I think it's more damn.
It's not like there's no favoritism. No one's gonna think there's favoritism. It's not like Nick Fradiani's got the muscle to.
How many people advance?
A lot. Maybe like over 100.
He's definitely got the talent to go past this round.
Right.
There's no doubt about that.
And he also has angles
for
to
all
him.
of those things that you've mentioned. You know, I mean, he's got a lot going for him.
And
So
let's not kid each other. If I was producing American Idol and saw an opportunity to have a guy from another TV show that's pretty popular,
yeah,
that's more eyeballs for us.
I think he's gonna go past. I think he's gonna make it to Hollywood.
All right, all four of us think he's gonna get the magic ticket.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe he's the next Adam Lambert. All right, Fritzy, who's on tomorrow?
We're going to catch up with Jared Allen of the Chicago Bears, making the transition from defensive end to linebacker, and we'll get into all kinds of stuff with Jared.
Do you want to go through all the questions?
Edition. I will save the questions for tomorrow, but Jared Allen will be leading us off tomorrow morning.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, guys, and good luck to two-a-days this weekend. All right, we are back tomorrow, same time, same channel, and come by for our sound man.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!